If you're a builder using banks for new construction financing, you're probably leaving both time and money on the table. Here are 3 reasons why experienced builders use hard money instead. My name is Mike Chadwick. I'm a hard money expert and I'm a loan officer with asset-based lending. And I work with real estate investors and builders across the country to get projects funded fast. And I've definitely seen a trend when it comes to construction financing, which inherently is a high-touch loan product, tend to favor speed of money, hard money, private lending institutions versus banks over the years. And I'm going to explain in this video as to why that's happening. So the number one reason why builders choose to go to hard money lenders for financing versus traditional financing sources like banks is speed to close. No doubt about it, we close a lot faster than the banks. We don't have the regulation the banks do. We don't have the bureaucratic nonsense of the bigger institutions to deal with. We have the ability to look at projects on a common sense basis, and we have the flexibility to move quickly through a process and shorten it down to close on average within 10 days. And that's meaningful to builders who want to time the market. Maybe they need to acquire land quickly, and the only way to do that is either cash or hard money. There's a number of different factors. Builders come back to me day in and day out throughout the country to fund their ground ups purely because of speed, and it's something that we deliver on day in and day out. So reason number 2, and a very close second to speed to close, is our draw process. It's a virtual draw process that doesn't require inspections on 1 to 4 unit properties, which allows us to get through and fund draws in as little as 48 hours. Just by simply uploading pictures to our site, having our draw team manager review and make sure the work is complete, and we fund. And a builder that's experienced knows how important it is to keep their project liquid, to make sure that their lender is funding draws fast so that they can pay contractors, buy materials, get work done, and keep the project moving. Speed to close is certainly important, but speed through the draw process keeps the project moving to completion on time more than anything. So it's not just, the speed that you're getting to a close. You need to pay attention and make sure that your lender is on it when it comes to draws, because it can cause havoc with your projects. And here I like to say that our draw process is one of the best in the country when it comes to dealing with borrowers, getting their project funded and keeping it moving towards completion. Reason number 3, hard money lenders think more like investors than they do old school financial institutions. And that's because we're not regulated the way that banks are. We don't have all the red tape. We're not bound by consumer protection laws because of how we're lending. We're lending business to business, and we're lending for investment purposes. So, we understand the business that we're in, and we've talked all about speed, but let's talk about some of the flexible aspects of hard money that banks can offer, in that we don't report to credit agencies. We'll pull credit on you, but we'll pull credit maybe every 6 months, so you can do 3 or 4 projects in between, and your credit can fluctuate and it won't matter to us. So we're really looking for repeat builders to come in and leave their credit on file and let us run with it for 6 months and do as many loans as we can. We can do things like that simply just a bank couldn't even begin to imagine doing. And then when you couple that with the ongoing high touch aspect of the draw process, banks don't want to deal with that. They want to make a loan, make their money. Bankers are truly fat cats, right? They want to make their commission, close their loan. They're not into growing the relationship like I am, where I'm going to not only make sure your loan closes, but I'm going to see it through the draw process, because I want to make sure that the draw process goes equally as smooth as the closing does, and that we're on our way to the next loan and the next loan after that, and we're building a relationship. Banks just these days aren't incentivized to do that, and I think that's why hard money has filled a void in the construction space for sure. If you're an experienced builder and you're tired of the paperwork, you're tired of the delays, you're losing out on opportunities to either buy your next piece of land and build or scale your business one way or another, let's talk. It only takes a few minutes to go through our programs and to outline really how I'm able to win business away from the banks and to get builders into loan programs that allow them to scale and that keep up with the pace of their business. Again, my name is Mike Chadwick. If you like the content, please comment if you have questions, and I appreciate the subscribes. Until the next one, I appreciate it. Thanks.